Hey, what's up everybody? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be covering the best budget GRE prep courses on the market. I'm talking courses under $300. I get that not everyone out there can drop a grand on an expensive course, so today we're going to be talking about low-cost, bang-for-your-buck prep packages. So if you're ready, we got a lot to get to. Let's hit it! Okay, welcome back. So let me just start by saying that since I'll just be covering the high-level points in this video today, if you find you need more detail at any point, or if you really want to dig in on one of these courses, we also have a full detailed written guide over on our website that has way more info. The quickest way to find that is probably just to Google Test Prep Insight Best GRE Prep Courses. Alright, so one thing I just want to note before we dive into the first course, and that's that in my eyes, after reviewing a dozen different GRE courses at this point over the last year or so, there are really only 3 viable options in the GRE prep space for a value or budget course or whatever you want to call it. Yes, there are more prep providers out there with courses under $300, but there's really only 3 that rate out well and are worthwhile in my opinion. Magoosh, Achievable, and Target Test Prep. So let's take a look at each of those 3 courses in order of how we rank them and who each might be best for. And the course getting the highest overall grade in our book is Achievable. And if you haven't heard of them, it's probably because they're a fairly new company that's just popped up in the last 5 years or so, but they are very, very good, especially for the price. And there are 2 major reasons why we love Achievable. Number 1, short bite-sized lessons, and 2, some very smart science and tech. On that first point, basically Achievable gets that not everyone studying for the GRE can dedicate 6 to 8 hours per day to study. Most people are working professionals or still in school. So they break their course material down into these really short, digestible chunks where you can make consistent progress each day. They use a digital interactive textbook as the centerpiece of their course, and it has 89 short chapters, which essentially act as quick-hit learning modules. Each chapter takes just a few minutes to read, I'd say maybe 15 minutes on average, and is written about the plainest English we've seen for a GRE prep book. And then after each chapter, you work quizzes to make sure you understand the material and get conditioned for seeing real GRE practice questions. Bottom line, we love these very short and manageable modules. And then second, Achievable's other big thing is that they want to help you get to your target score as quickly and efficiently as possible. And to do this, they incorporate some really smart tech and science into their program. They use adaptive algorithms to allocate study material based on your performance so you're not really wasting any time anywhere, then AI to grade your essays, and even bake in proven memory science principles like spaced reviews to maximize your point gains. In short, Achievable just feels like the smartest prep course in the space. And of course, the final pro, like the other 2 courses on our list today, is the price tag. Achievable costs just $199, making it one of the best values around by far. Not to mention, you can almost always snag this course for 25% off with a discount code, making the true price closer to $150. In fact, I'll actually do my best to keep the description down below updated with the most current discount and promo codes that might be out there, so make sure to check out that text below the video screen and snag the most current code if you decide to go with Achievable after this video. And by the way, while we're on the topic of Achievable, one thing I want to quickly mention is that Achievable is currently running a survey for US and Canada residents to find out more about how people choose their GRE prep. It's a really short survey. It takes less than 5 minutes, and they're going to give you a $5 Amazon gift card for answering. Plus, if you want, you can opt into a 30-minute follow-up call with Achievable if you want an additional $50. If you're interested, I'll have a link to that survey down below in the description and right here above my shoulder. Check it out. It's easy Amazon cash if you've got a few minutes. Anyway, the second ranking budget course on our list is Magoosh. And in my opinion, Magoosh is an awesome option for visual learners. So instead of using an interactive digital text to teach material like Achievable, Magoosh instead covers hard content instruction through 100 or so short video lessons. Thus, if you're a pretty visual person and don't necessarily want to read your lessons, I'd give Magoosh a good long look. Though, just to set expectations here, don't expect the moon in terms of production quality with these video lessons. They're primarily slideshow-style videos with instructor voiceover and far from the stellar videos like you get with companies like Kaplan. But nonetheless, I still think these video lectures are pretty effective for visually breaking down concepts. And the other major positive with Magoosh is the practice work. Now, they only give you 1,400 practice problems and 3 full-length practice tests, which isn't necessarily anything to write home about. Achievable actually offers somewhere in the range of 10,000 questions, but I love how you can work these practice problems with Magoosh. They've got this cool custom practice function where you can customize practice problem sets however you want. You can narrow the scope of questions by type, difficulty, number, timing, and some other factors, which is great for narrowly targeting your weak spots and focusing your studies. Plus, each practice problem is followed by a video breakdown and text explanation. I thought these explanations, particularly the video versions, do a great job of breaking down each problem and clearly explaining why an answer choice is correct or incorrect. And one final note on Magoosh, the price tag. Like Achievable, the Magoosh course is also just $199, and they too have frequent discounts, though usually just 10% off and not a full 25% like Achievable. Again, I'll drop any discounts for Magoosh that I can find down below in the description. And lastly, the final budget course to make our list today is Target Test Prep. And they get high marks for sort of a mixture of the reasons why we rank Achievable and Magoosh so highly. Like Magoosh, Target Test Prep has some awesome video lessons. Again, they won't blow your socks off in terms of production value, but they are highly efficient and effective. Each video is just a few minutes long and primarily focuses on sample problem breakdowns. I think these are great for those types of people that learn best by doing and have a visual-oriented brain. And second, like Achievable, Target Test Prep also tries to incorporate smart tech into their course with adaptive algorithms and my personal favorite, performance analytics. Their analysis goes really deep and gives you some metrics across a number of important categories. You can see your performance by problem type, pacing issues, and even where you're weak within chapter example problems. It's some great analysis. And of course, you've got the standard slate of practice work and mock exams as well, with some good accompanying explanations. Basically, Target Test Prep is just a solid all-around course that has some of the elements of both of the other courses that I've already covered. But if there is one downside with TTP, it's that their course is a little on the pricey side, at least among these budget courses. At $299, their standard package is $100 more than Magoosh and Achievable. Though again, check below in the description for discounts if you opt for Target Test Prep. You never know when they're going to have a sale on. Alright, so that does it for the detail on our top 3 value GRE courses. So let's get to my final thoughts. But before I forget, I should mention that since you're studying for the GRE and on a budget, we actually give away a free prep course every single month to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description, but just know, it takes like 10 seconds to enter, and hey, you never know. You could win one of the GRE courses that we've talked about here today. Okay, to sum this up, here's what I would say. If you're looking to get the absolute most out of your limited study time and find the fastest route to your target GRE score, that would be Achievable all the way. If you don't need video lessons, that's the company that I would go with. Of these affordable but effective course options that we've covered, we give them the highest overall grade, and they're my personal favorite course of the bunch. If, however, you're more of a visual learner, then I would point you towards Magoosh. Their video library is awesome, and though they don't provide as much practice work, they still provide a ton of bang for your buck. Or lastly, if you don't mind pushing up to the $300 level for your prep package, Target Test Prep is an awesome option that sort of gives you the best of both worlds, with digital text and video lessons, a good amount of quality practice work, and some smart tech built in. But no matter what, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the 3 courses that I've covered here today. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written guide that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. We have a ton of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.